Hey everyone, welcome to our Industry Hot Topic segment here on Car Club. Now today we're discussing the Retail Motor Industry Organization, also known as RMI. We're going to find out what exactly they do and why do they matter to us as drivers. And today I have with me Ipeleng from RMI. He's here to clear things up for us. How are you today, Ipeleng?
I'm well, how are you, Lisa?
I'm good, thank you. Perhaps you could start right at the beginning. What is RMI and what can you tell me about it today?
So there are 8 associations and they're subsets of the RMI.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it in order. When you buy your car, that's called NADA.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all of the dealerships, most of the dealerships in the country that are franchised, or your BMWs and all of those types are part of the RMI.
Mm-hmm.
Once you buy a car, sometimes you could buy something fancy like a truck or something that needs to become an ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
We have an association called Sababa.
Sababa, yeah.
And they essentially take, when you buy a truck, it's actually just a shell and they put stuff on it, the trailer on it to convert it into an ambulance or, a take-a-lot vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the other one. The other one is called MIWA. So that's generally for servicing your car, especially, out of warranty. Another one called ARA. If there's something wrong with your engine, the MIWA guy will refer it to the guy from ARA or a lady from ARA to essentially fix your engine or remanufacture your engine. Another one called TIPA, which looks after parts and tires and parts. So all of these, HiQ and all of those types of businesses would fall under there.
Yeah.
And then we've got one called SAPRA, which looks after fuels. So everything that goes into your car. So think about it, that's essentially a wide scope, everything that's got to do with your car. The last one I forgot to mention is SAMBRA. If you get into an accident, they look after, repairing your vehicle and bringing it back to the right standard.
Are there any misconceptions about what people think RMI does and what you don't actually do? I'm going to clear that up today.
Absolutely. So what we are not is we are not the police, nor are we, let's call it an ombudsman of any sort, but we do solve challenges between consumers and our membership base. The second thing is people from time to time, go to a company or, shop within the auto sector and they see the logo and assume that, that's a legitimate business, and it really isn't. We have a lot of businesses putting up fake logos, so it's important that people, scan that QR code and make sure that they're dealing with the right member. And importantly that, there is recourse. You're not alone as a consumer. We know you don't know everything about your car, and it's not your job to.
Yeah.
It's our job and our members to know everything about your car. So if there are challenges, please do reach out to us, and we will, where necessary, have take some members through some sort of ethics committee as well.
Oh my.
And we have removed 1 or 2 members, as the years go by for poor conduct as well.
Do you mentioned that we have drivers' rights or consumers' rights. What are some of the violations? What do those look like? If you could give me a few.
So for example, somebody without your knowledge does something on your car that you didn't know, that you didn't sign for, or the pricing that they're charging you is exorbitant, or the way that they treat you, is bullying or unfair. All of those are things that we definitely stand against, and we do take quite serious action against those types of things.
I would probably bring a parent or a trusted adult, but it's nice to know that RMI can also step in.
One of the associations I forgot to mention earlier is called the VTA, Vehicle Testing Association. And they do, nationwide testing of vehicles for the November/December period. Every year we do some free vehicle testing for the public, just so they know what's actually wrong with their car. They can see how they can improve that.
What I'm understanding so far about the RMI is that I think it's a rather niche organization, and how a lot of these problems we don't think about, or we don't consider as normal consumers, normal drivers. So it does offer quite a bit of peace of mind knowing that there is an organization out there looking out for us as well. And Ipeleng, you've been a huge help today, and I have to thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Well, there you have it. Now you can drive with a bit more peace of mind knowing that RMI has got your back, and so that you can keep on driving.